Okay, so yesterday we added and subtracted our friends that believed in ghosts, and we subtracted our friends that did not believe in ghosts, right? So today we're going to multiply, right? And oh, I feel like I should pause it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and say it. So here's the Mrs. Tarantino really inappropriate way of remembering the difference between adding and subtracting. In Numberlandia, they are very prejudiced, right? So in public, they will only combine with like terms, right? So they're only going to hang out. People who don't believe in ghosts will only hang out with people who don't believe in ghosts. People who believe in ghosts will only date people who believe in ghosts. That's adding and subtracting. But when the lights go down and the numbers start multiplying, they will multiply with anybody, right? Everyone is fair game. Whether you believe in ghosts or you don't believe in ghosts, they will multiply with everybody. So today, what we're going to talk about is what happens when people who believe in ghosts and people who don't start multiplying together. So let's start right here. Number one, I've got a regular number who's going to hook up with a number that has an I. And you know what? It's as easy as it looks. It's just going to be 4. Let me grab a pen here. It's going to be 4 times 3, which is 12i. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Right? Nothing really interesting there. It's kind of what you would expect if you saw this. 3 times 4x. You'd be like, that doesn't freak me out. I just get 12x, right? Okay. But not this next one is the key. It's the linchpin to this whole thing. If you get this next step, so right now, if you want to use a whiteboard pen, when we're done writing this, if you want to put like big giant arrows, like, look at this, this is super important, like that, that's going to be really good. So here's what. You can just watch me. You don't have to write this part down while I explain what's happening. What we're saying is we're saying I times I. So here's what we're really doing. We're saying negative square root of negative 1 times the square root of negative 1. Does everyone agree with that? I haven't cheated. I haven't lied. No one's like, no, Miss Tarantino, you're a big liar. No? Okay. You know what that is also the same as? We could do this. Watch this. The square root of negative 1 times negative 1, right? I just put them in the same jail, right? Still no cheating. So here's the key. Do you remember what we used to say? To escape from jail, you need a twin. One dies, one gets out. So watch what happens. These two guys go to try to escape from jail. This guy dies. This guy comes out. The key for you is this. I times I is I squared, and I squared equals forever and ever negative 1. Negative 1, right? Write that down. If you are the 1/3 of my students who go on to pre-calc, if you walk out with very few skills, but this is one of them, that when Mrs. Dill says, hey, does anyone know what I times I is? You go negative 1. Then my job is done here. So, oh, Wilson, pay attention. You know what's so funny? That's on the video, so everyone gets to hear that. So, so now we're going to use that fact, right? We're going to use that. You guys ready to rock and roll with this? If you got that, we are good to go. Okay, here we go. Let's start off. Nice and easy. 8 times I times 3i. So, I'm going to show you the steps, the official steps. Some of you are going to get really quick at this, and that is awesome. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go 8 and 3, which is 24, and I times I is I squared. But I just told you, I squared, they don't actually cancel, they turn into something new, which is negative 1. And negative 1 just changes everybody's sign. So the actual answer to this problem is negative 24, right? So as you get faster at it, you will start to realize that the whole job of I squared is just to change everyone's sign. To Rowan real quick. Remember how I said the whole key to this is all of a sudden everything starts disappearing? Here it is, right? Because now I can keep on going because the I's are gone. So that's why it bridged over and now it's gone. Yeah. So let's try one with 3. Now here's what's weird. 2 turn into something else 3 don't, right? So watch what I'm going to have here. I'm going to go like this. 2 times 5 is 10I squared. Wait a second. I squared is negative 1, so it turns into negative 10. Now I'm going to do it times negative 3I. So I'm going to get 30I. You need even pairs to disappear, right? If you have odd ones, you're going to have one left over. I had someone in my other class who said, but Mrs. T, I did it a different way. Will it still work? Yeah, watch what else you could have done if you had wanted to. So let's go ahead. Let me get rid of all of that writing because I hate when there's like a dot left. What if I had just done these guys? I would have gotten negative 15I squared. The I squared turns into negative 1, so that becomes 15, and I'm going to multiply it by 2I. Check this out. 30I. It works the same way, right? It works the same way. So that's how those work. Let's see if we're going to roll on a little bit. Everybody okay? I squared. That's the whole new thing for today. Could you try this one on your own? Let's try. See how you do. I'm going to go and get my smoothie. When you get an answer you like, will you see if your neighbor believes you or if they think that you're just, a weirdo that has no friends? That might have nothing to do with the math whatsoever. They just might think that. The I squared just changes its sign. Stop that. You have that piece there. Yes. Did you get 42? Yeah? Because you get negative 42 I squared, and the I squared's job, he just turns into negative 1 and he flips the sign. Okay, now we're going to start doing a little distribution. Here's what we want to remember. This is a real number. This is that complex number. Remember, on complex numbers, the real number walks in front. The people who believe in ghosts walk behind, right? Because it's not a very nice place, Numberlandia. They're kind of judgy. So here we go, nice and easy. We're just distributing, right? So we're going to say 32, yeah, minus 12I. Nothing tricky there, nothing weird. And if you're thinking, that's it, Miss T? Yeah, that is on that one. But you know I lobster you. You know I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit. Okay, here we go. What happens, though, if we have an I on the outside? So this is where this gets a little dicey. In the beginning, just go slow. Once you get the hang of it, you'll start going faster and faster. So here's what we're going to have. We're going to go here to here, and we're going to get 12I, and we're going to go here to here, and we're going to get plus 4I squared. The minute I see an I squared, I think to myself, wait, that turns in to negative 1. So we're going to get rid of that guy, right? And some of you are doing this a little faster and saying, wait a second, so 12I plus negative 4. And you may high-five yourself and think, I'm done, I'm a genius. But remember, Numberlandia is a very, very judgy place. When we write them out, who has to go first and who has to go second? Who goes in the back, who goes in the front?
I goes in the back.
I goes in the back. The negative 4 goes on. It is actually wrong if you don't do it that way. This is one of the few instances where order matters. It should be a complex number. The people who believe in ghosts have to go in the back, right? So could you do me a favor? Try 8. Nice and careful. Don't forget that last goofy step. It feels like it shouldn't be that important, but I don't want you to mess up in pre-calc. For my friends, pre-calc. Give you a second. Crazy what a difference having like 8 kids gone, like at class of 30 versus 37. It's crazy. Okay, you ready? Let's see how we did. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go nice and careful. Man, so many negatives and positives you got to be careful on. I got positive 14I and negative 56I squared. For me, now that I'm getting fast at it, here's what I do. I scribble out this guy, I change the sign. I'm almost ready to be super excited, but I'm going to be careful because you know on a test that Mrs. Tarantino is going to take points off if you don't write it in the right order. Can I see a wiggle of fingers if you got it right? Nice, 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 nice. Okay, a little bit warmer, turning up the heat just a tiny bit more. What happens when we claw? What happens when we claw? So here's what, just nice and slow, nice and careful, and we're going to be fine. So here we're going to start off. 4 times 8, or 4 times 2 is 8. Yay, good start. 4 times 3, 12i. 6 times 2, 12i. 6 times 3 is positive 18i squared. Real quick for Liam, look at this. Do you see how it looks like a claw? That's what I call it. I didn't know. I have to tell him. Because all he's like, why does she keep saying that? So, for me, the first thing I do, I fix the I squared. Right away. Right away, I fix that bad boy. Because if I forget, I'm in trouble. So that goes away, and that becomes negative. Now, we're going to combine like terms. We're going to find all of our friends who don't believe in ghosts. This guy and this guy. We're going to put them together first, right? 8, take away 18, negative 10. Then I'm going to find all my friends who do believe in ghosts, and I'm going to make them ride in the back seat because I don't really like them very much because they're weirdos. There you go. There you go. A lot of people want to make that I squared, but remember, if we have 3x plus 2x, we just make it 7x. We don't add the x's if we're just combining like terms. Are we cool with that? Yeah? Okay. Hey, Sam, if you would like to sit over, like, join another group, you can. You're welcome to sit by yourself, but if you want to be right here, you totally can. Okay. So when you're doing this work. Okay, I'd like you to try the next one. But guess what? Do not distribute the exponents. Write it twice. Right? We've talked about that a million times. Write this bad boy twice. We're not allowed to distribute exponents. That's cheating. Write it twice. Claw it out. I'm walking away. They're having a fight and I'm not part of it.
He's saying you said something.
I probably did. I say so many. You know, I feel like 20% of what I say is completely wrong or offensive. I just don't notice it. I just say so much stuff. Like I'm pretty confident I'm offending at least someone 20% of the time. I talk so much. I'm moving this guy over. Get out of here, dude. Come over here, dude. 3 plus 4i. You guys are freakishly quiet. 3 plus 4i. When you get an answer you like, tell someone you should have a real part and an imaginary part, right? It's a complex answer. It's complicated. 9, yay. Plus 12 again. I don't know what the hell's happening there. Plus 12 again. Plus 16i squared. Right away, right away. I'm going to be like, dude, get out of here. And I'm going to make that negative. I'm going to add my people who don't believe in ghosts. 9 and negative 16, it's going to be negative 7. I'm going to add my people who do believe in ghosts. And that would be wrong. People are like, what? 24i? Does that look good? Yeah, look good? Okay. I think we have one last one, and then I'm shutting up. Give it a shot. Genuinely the quietest, weirdest class we've ever had. Watch your negatives and positives, because it's hard to get. The negatives and positives are the only thing you gotta watch for. I love teaching you something. If you're at home, do this problem. I feel bad for people aren't here because it's not really that hard, but if you don't get it, you're gonna be like, what? Like, watch the video, and they're gonna be like, no, I'm too lazy, and then I'm gonna feel bad for them. want a different color. Ooh, purple. Pretty. Ooh, it's too dark, huh? A lot more. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, beautiful. Negative 14. 21i. Plus 16i. Is that right? Please tell me I'm doing this right. Negative 24i squared. Okay, so here's what. Man, I had to really think about my negatives and positives there. So, right away, you know me, I'm going to get rid of that I squared. Watch what he's going to do. He's going to turn that 24 to positive. So now I have 24 people that don't believe in ghosts, and then I'm going to take away 14. So I'm left with just 10 of them. And then I'm going to put these guys together. It looks like 37i. Yeah, does that look good? Are we okay on that? That's as hard as it gets, right? Welcome to complex numbers. That is stay. I'm going to turn this off. Bye, everybody. Bye, senior people.